Well, first of all, I want to thank Chancellor Perlman, the faculty, and for this tremendous honor and opportunity to be recognized by an institution that I've held dear in my heart for more than 50 years. It's a real pleasure to be here, and I thank you for the introduction and the reading of my bio. Actually, it was one that my father would have enjoyed, but my mother would have believed, and I thank you all. Members of the Board of Regents, distinguished guests, faculty, administration, perhaps most of all, families and friends of the graduating class of December 2013, ladies and gentlemen, and clearly, most importantly, the class of 2013. Congratulations, you've made it. That's the first point. Before I talk about the off-ramp, I'm going to let you in on a little-known secret. Chancellor Perlman and I graduated the same year, in June of 1963, or 50 years ago. Then Chancellor Clifford Hardin was the speaker. If someone had predicted that 50 years ago, Harvey Perlman would be Chancellor of the University and I would be a retired governor and senator, both and on the same dais here today, I think Chancellor Hardin might have been heard saying, that would happen, but it would be a cold day in Lincoln. A lot has really happened during the last 50 years. Last night, my wife Diane and I were reminiscing over the 50 years, the 30-some years that we've been married. And I said to her, you know, Diane, in your wildest dreams, even though I told you before we got married, I wanted to run for governor, and I had since I was 17. In your wildest dreams, you think that I'd do it, or that I could get elected and we'd serve 2 terms as governor and first lady, and then in your wildest dreams, we'd go off to Washington and serve in the Senate. When your wildest dreams, you think that would happen. She looked me right in the eye and she said, Ben, you've never been in my wildest dreams. Now here comes the off-ramp. And guess what? You're already on that off-ramp. And there will be a future off-ramp ahead for you sometime to come. We all face those off-ramps. I did earlier this year when I left the Senate. 50 years ago, the Chancellor and I took the off-ramp right here in the same city of Lincoln. But what does it mean? Simply stated, it means you're leaving a comfort zone, one you've become accustomed to. You've occupied it while studying the university. You've known generally what was expected of you. You had your goals, your priorities. And while you knew it would end, you were in the moment. Now, that particular moment ends. And here's the off-ramp. Now what? Something new, a bit of uncertainty, an uncharted course ahead, something different in your life, might be intimidating, exciting, perhaps all of the above. So today, as you graduate and as you reflect over these past years that you've been in school, there are 2 points I'd like to make. First of all, pick up the bat. Go for it. Embrace it. Enjoy the newness of it. In time, it will become your new comfort zone. Take risk. Enjoy a new adventure. Pursue your dreams. I did it in 1990 when I planned to run for governor. From the time I was 17 in high school, growing up out in McCook, the polls showed that I couldn't win. And, my friends came and said, look, you've got a great law practice, you're doing well, you might lose if you run. Well, I said, I might lose, but I can't win if I don't try and if I don't give it my best effort. So I believed I could live with losing easier than I could live with not having tried. And if you pursue your dreams, no matter what happens, you'll be more comfortable with yourself than if you become part of that woulda, coulda, shoulda generation that you're always looking back and said, if only I'd done what I wanted to do. Well, if you pick up the bat, something might happen. You might strike out. But you know what? You never get the chance to hit a home run if you don't have that bat in your hands. You have zero chance of hitting a home run. So point number one is pick up the bat. Be ready to swing the bat. Point number two is give it everything that you've got. Everything that you got. Go for it. Don't hold back. Effort is what counts. The late John Wooden, who is the famous basketball coach of the UCLA Bruins, who won 4 national championships, he and I became friends before I ran for governor. And one of my prized possessions is a basketball he autographed and sent to me after I was elected governor. Simply stated, it says, "Ben, good luck in your game." So I asked him, "Coach, what's the secret to your success? What did you tell your players that caused them to be able to play to the high level they were able to play as individuals and as a team?" He said, "Well, I never used the words winning or losing." He said, "You can't control the outcome of the game, but you can control the level of your effort. And if you control the level of your effort, then what happens is a result of that." He said he asked that each player give it his best and that they do it collectively. If they gave it individually and collectively as a team, that was all he could ask. Winning or losing is the outcome of effort. But how do you feel when you didn't give it your best and lose? Always give it your best. So, 2 points. Pick up the bat, go for it. 2, swing that bat. Don't ever hold back. Give it everything that you have, because remember, effort does count. And as John Wooden told me, I say to you, good luck in your game. May God bless you. May God bless our men and women in uniform across the world, and may God bless America. Thank you all for this honor.